Then came Shu's elbows, or rather, what felt like elbows for the fake master. Unable to withstand the pressure of a real fight, the Kung Fu Panda quickly realized that professional combat was not his calling and cowardly surrendered.
Closing out WrestleMania 30 by appearing in my first ever WrestleMania main event? It's a hell of a start to this alternative timeline. In a world as absolutely chaotic as WWE, calling future shots is nearly impossible. You could win Money in the Bank, you call your shot for a match down the line, and then get taken out by injury. Your best friend might turn on you right as you're about to claim tag team gold. The best laid plans, at least in WWE, often go astray. But in 2015, something swept through WWE that I know would have piqued my interest. After capturing the United States Championship from Rusev at WrestleMania 31, John Cena would hold the U.S. Open Challenge each week on Raw. Names like Sami Zayn, Big E, Rusev, Cody Rhodes, and Seth Rollins all answered the call and gave it their best shot. With the history shared between myself and John, you're nuts if you think I wouldn't have accepted that challenge. I'd have waited a couple months, maybe with a slight hope that Cena would start to feel the fatigue that comes with weekly title defenses. But once summer hit, that's when I'd start getting ready. Like, say, July 27th, 2015, when the music for John Cena's opponent hits. What if that night? What if CM Punk walked through that curtain? Would I take another championship from a shell-shocked Cena? Or would my name join the rest of those who failed to take him down? It's up to you, really. Can John Cena turn back another challenge? Or will CM Punk be crowned the new United States champion? Create the moment that you want to last forever.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the WWE.
How can I request?
Week after week, John Cena has stood in that ring and defended his U.S. title against anyone brave enough to answer him.
From cocky young upstarts wanting their shot at the crown to the most grizzled veterans, John Cena has taken them all on and put them all down. You have to admire Cena for continuing this open challenge. He's elevated the US title by putting it on the line every Monday night.
And the way Cena has been able to adapt to whoever answers his call has also been so impressive to watch.
Let's not sugarcoat it, guys. Cena's ego is a big part of this open challenge. This is about pride, and sooner or later, someone's going to come snap him out of it.
It is a bit of a double-edged sword. Defending the title against some of the best has to be taking its toll on him.
You gotta be kidding me! CM Punk answering Cena's open challenge.
The roof has come off of this building. Cena looks like he's seen a ghost.
CM Punk is coming for the United States title.
CM Punk, a man that perhaps knows John Cena better than anyone else in the entire WWE.
Can you do it, pleading face? Please, pleading face.
You guys talk about Cena's open Open Challenge, elevating the United States Championship. But let's not forget that Punk has set the standard for what it means to be the best in the world. He takes every opportunity he can to prove it.
And that is what's so fascinating about this. Punk just doesn't want to beat Cena. He wants to remind everyone that when you mention the great champions, his name comes first.
If anyone can match John Cena's fighting spirit, it might just be CM Punk.
Yeah, Punk isn't walking into this one blind either. He's faced Cena and beaten him on some of the biggest stages possible already.
And there's some added motivation for Punk here, guys. He is dead set on adding that title to his resume.
Barso gel. Ha? Ha.
218 pounds. CM Punk. And his opponent from West Newbury, Massachusetts, weighing in at 251 pounds, the WWE United States Champion, John Cena!
Cena defending the title against anyone, anytime, and tonight, it's CM Punk's time.
A lot of interesting competitors have answered Cena's open challenge over the past few months. But Punk coming out here might be his biggest showdown yet.
There's no might about it, Cole. This is the biggest challenge yet. And this one certainly feels more personal. Punk has always resented Cena, and for a time he had Cena's number with multiple victories against the franchise.
I think Punk might be a bit jealous of what John's been able to accomplish since winning the title at WrestleMania. Punk's never had... Trying to hop that front waist lock, blocked, and now reverse dragged off.
The John Cena U.S. Open Challenge is already getting so many out. And he just decides to end the hold.
Wonder what he's thinking here.
Oh, God. This connects with a straight punch.
Punk's early advantage due to the element of surprise starting to slip away.
This is going to be a close contest. Punk and Cena have such different and effective styles in the ring.
Yeah, every moment of this match is going to be dripped in dross. A takedown into a small package, tightly hooked.
Stops the ref count before two.
He's not letting anyone get away with a lazy pin.
You cannot understate how much of a mental advantage Punk has in this one. The best in the world has known for a long time he was going to answer John Cena's call tonight. But Cena, he just found out a few minutes ago.
Punk having the mental advantage. The champ looking to retain.
I don't know why he just called off the pin attempts.
Hopefully he has a strategy.
Bang! Boom! Punk sidesteps out of that.
Clothesline! Good Lord. So effective. So many times, the men who answer the open challenge have faced this exact situation where Cena turns on the heat. And Punk is no different.
And that failed to hit the mark.
Gentlemen, it is always a treat to see CM Punk and John Cena face off in a championship match. The last two times that Punk challenged Cena for a title held by the franchise, they were two of the greatest matches in WWE history.
CM Punk versus John Cena at Money in the Bank 2011 and their rematch at SummerSlam were both classics and defined the careers of both men. We've had plenty more amazing matches between these two men since that night, but when it's Punk gunning for a title around Cena's waist, it's just magical.
Oh, he saw it coming. Uranagi by Punk. He turns it into the Anaconda Vice. Cena with nowhere to go. Is Cena going to tap out? A couple of knees there. That'll get him out of it.
Ringing the arm. Looking now for a top wrist block.
They're going to have to try to fight out of this. Body shots connecting.
I'm just going to ask this. Why has it taken CM Punk so long to answer the US Open Challenge? Is Punk intimidated by Cena nowadays? Remember, the last time these two stood face to face in the ring, Cena defeated Punk to earn a spot at WrestleMania.
Punk is not intimidated by any opponent. A part of me thinks Cena probably expected Punk to be one of his first challengers, and I don't know. I kind of felt like someone else was meant to answer the challenge, but Punk did it instead. Right here, right now, I truly believe John Cena is not ready for CM. Punk
Powered up, but dropping behind, cranking the neck, inverted DDT.
Nice counter by Cena.
Hoisted up and driven down. Emerald Explosion. And gets sent right into the corner. Cena positioning his... targets the gut to end the offense.
He wants to put an end to things here.
Check out the springboard.
Quick maneuvering, managing to avoid that bit of offense.
Perch on the middle rope.
Bulldog. I don't know if Punk can withstand much more of this.
Cena just unleashing all of his power right now, and Punk can't find an answer.
Shoulder tackle after shoulder tackle. John Cena. Elbow time counter. He manages to stem the tide of attacks.
Punk could be turning his fortunes around. Grabs a quick hammerlock and blindside clothesline.
Beautiful transition.
And now the cover.
But after shrugging off the pin, how much can he really have left?
Ah, what a neck breaker. Cover.
We're going to shut this down.
He kicks out at two.
Not an easy escape, but staying alive for the moment here.
Placed him in the corner here. Shoulder tackle after shoulder tackle. And that cuts Cena right off. Counters to gain the advantage.
Cena perched from the middle rope. Bulldog finds it.
And that was more than enough to bust him wide open.
Big back body drop. What elevation. Got him on that turnbuckle.
A flurry of ferocious attacks here, and there is no respite whatsoever because incoming, massive superplex!
And the body continues to be the focus of the offense.
Yeah, it's a great way to slow down and debilitate your opponent. Goes into the corner.
Each superstar trying to stay a step ahead. Struggling to fight, being forced into the tree of woe.
He's got that boot just having their face stomped.
But now with a quick dodge under and a Uranagi converts it into the Anaconda Vice.
And this hold is getting tighter. A couple of knees there. That'll get him out of it.
Tying the legs up in the turnbuckle. Dangerous position to be in.
Stuck in the tree of woe and just having... their face stomped.
Now John asserting control.
Punk is looking all out of sorts right now. Cena has just been pushing him around here.
Cena with a reversal.
Propping him up in the corner.
Bad sight here, dangling helpless in the corner. He's got that boot just having their face stomped.
Things now not going well for CM Punk.
Punk trying to withstand this surge.
Draped into the deadly tree of woe position.
Oh, a merciless...
Absorbing the pain of another attack to the head. He could be dazed.
And Punk is looking to the crowd for some support.
Nasty! The hardest part of the ring. Cena is showing zero restraint.
Cena throwing everything he's got at Punk.
Gets the reversal. What a counter.
Setting them up in the corner.
Middle rope for a tornado DDT. Guys, I've been doing this for almost 2 decades, and I've never... roll up here. Kicks out before the 2 count.
Deep into this one and not even getting a 2 count.
Big back body drop. Momentum is running away from Punk.
A swift rhythm of offense here from Cena.
Kick. Kick lands.
Boom! And he's able to avoid that offense. Cena
ducks underneath. Couple of shoulder tackles now. Cena, the powerhouse. Gonna finish things
John Cena looking fully dominant here as the crowd are in raptures. Five-knuckle shuffle. Powerful offense from Cena. Punch US Open chances. Cena knows he's going to have to take something special here. Attitude adjustment. And wait up, he's not finished yet, folks. There's more coming.
Another attitude adjustment. Why on earth would he give up the pin?
He's got bad intentions. John Cena's been holding open challenges for nearly 4 months. Week in and week out, he's told the locker room, if you want some, come get some.
And many have taken some, even if none of those challenges have yet to pry that title from Cena's hands. You've got to think that Cena is not at 100% given the caliber of competition he's requesting each week. I believe CM Punk has the highest odds yet for a competitor who has answered this call.
Punk and Cena have to be digging down at their deepest reserves right now.
They look absolutely exhausted, but I don't think either one of them is near giving up yet.
And Cena now is dominant. Cena! Looking for the AA! The AA from Cena! And Cena's in control!
The champ might have just ended things right there.
Shoulder up. For three.
I thought the champ had this one locked down, but we carry on.
And now Cena can't waste any time. That wasn't the outcome he expected, but he has to remain the aggressor. Uh-oh. Here it comes, legendary!
And Cena has just sent tremors through this arena.
Cena in complete control. Attitude adjustment. The champ might retain with that.
Cena retains.
Here is your winner, and still the United States Champion, John Cena!
What an absolutely incredible match. John Cena is looking absolutely unstoppable right now as United States Champion.
I have a feeling Punk isn't going to let this one go easily. Well, credit where it's due.
Adding another classic encounter with John Cena is always the right call, and answering that U.S. Open challenge is something I know I would have done if I was around for it. I also know exactly what my plan would have been at the start of 2016. Now, as you may recall, it was at the Royal Rumble that year where AJ Styles finally made his WWE debut.
The phenomenal one is here! AJ Styles!
It's one of those moments where it felt like time stood still. Everyone trying to come to grips with the fact that, yes, AJ Styles is now in WWE. His arrival opened the door for a litany of dream matches. And in that time, he's made many of them happen, battling top names brave enough to step up to him. And you better believe that if I was here, I would have walked to the ring that very first Raw after the Royal Rumble, and I would have set down the challenge. CM Punk, AJ Styles, WrestleMania 32. AJ and I have traveled many of the same roads in our respective careers, but unfortunately, they never led us to having a proper one-on-one matchup in WWE. I respect AJ. He's another wrestler that made his name his way.
Since 1998, this man has competed all over the world.
I earned the right to be here in the WWE.
Getting the chance to be his first WrestleMania opponent, it's too good to pass up. As usual, it's up to you. Do you want to prove to be the best, or is being phenomenal more your speed? They don't want none? Oh, believe me, I want it all.
CM Punk, the best in the world, ready to prove that he truly is the best. Moments away from facing off against the phenomenal AJ Styles on the grandest stage of them all, WrestleMania.
From Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 218 pounds,
CM Punk has battled legends at WrestleMania. He's stolen the show. He's made history here. This is a familiar spot for CM Punk to be in. But AJ Styles, this is his first WrestleMania. His first time ever being on a stage this big. And Punk is well aware of that. No doubt Punk's counting on that fact.
Yes, but it's not for a lack of talent or preparedness on Styles' part. Punk's not going to underestimate Styles just because he hasn't been to the dance, because he knows that AJ Styles can pick up the choreography quicker than just about anyone.
This is huge.
Well, much like every person in this 100,000-plus crowd in hand, I have goosebumps like I've never felt before. This is going to be an all-time classic. And it may have taken years for AJ Styles to make it to WWE, but he is here now, competing on the biggest stage possible.
The biggest stage possible with the biggest bragging rights on the line. Who really is the best in the world?
From Gainesville, Georgia, weighing in at 218 pounds, the phenomenal one, AJ
Styles
Styles.
soaking it all in, the magnitude of this moment, of this match.
AJ Styles finally where he's always belonged, on the grandest stage at this showcase of the immortal. Gentlemen, prepare yourselves. We're about to witness a classic for the ages, courtesy of the phenomenal AJ Styles and the best in the world, CM Punk. These two have come so far, but they have always been destined to meet here.
And this one should be a classic for the ages. Truly a dream match in every sense of the word. On the biggest stage in all of sports entertainment, WrestleMania.
Dream match is honestly just scratching the surface of how big this match is. There's been a professional rivalry between these two men spanning multiple promotions and continents. But tonight, it all finally comes to a head with the biggest spotlight imaginable.
We know Punk can handle the pressure, but can Styles?
Smartly dipping out of harm's way.
I've been very fortunate to have faced off with both of these men earlier in their careers. I've spent time with each of them outside of the ring, and I can tell you that they both have a chip on their shoulder tonight. They're excited to be competing against one another for sure, but both men believe they should be in the main event of this show every year.
Given the immense in-ring talent, I can fully believe it, and I fully expect both men to earn a main event spot at some point in the future. But right now, CM Punk and AJ Styles. Will have to settle for stealing the show this year.
Oh, man. Punk never saw that coming.
Sent flying hard into the corner.
Neither one of these men are going to hold back in this one, are they?
Absolutely not. And both Punk and Styles are incredibly capable of getting down and dirty when they have to. There may be a great deal of respect in this match, but there's also a lot of pride on the line. Neither Punk nor Styles will hesitate to pull out all the stops on each other in this match, and I personally cannot wait to see it.
We are so lucky to be seeing CM Punk and AJ Styles facing off tonight. Well, they have done battle in the past, crossing paths multiple times in the independent scene in the early 2000s.
Look, I'd pay top dollar to see any version of these two men facing off in the ring, but back then, AJ Styles wasn't quite phenomenal, and Punk had yet to become the best in the world.
Indeed, gentlemen, we are seeing the best versions of both men in this ring tonight, and on the biggest stage possible, CM Punk versus AJ. Styles was tailor-made for WrestleMania.
Incoming. Watching, waiting, and we know exactly what he's thinking.
He might just be stalling for time here. Okay, he should really focus on the match now. We get the point. Both CM Punk and AJ Styles are known to attract followers. Whether it's a club or a society, each man frequently has backup at their beck and call.
Well, I will thank you for not bringing up the new Nexus, Michael Cole, but I will tell you this much. I firmly believe this match will be a one-on-one affair. When it's a match of this caliber on a...
Trying to end this match here and now.
And Punk gets the big win over Styles.
Here is your winner, CM Punk.
And the time has come to finally answer the question of just who really is the best in the world. The phenomenal AJ Styles, the Second City Saint CM Punk, face-to-face in a WWE ring on the grandest stage of them all, WrestleMania.
Styles and Punk have traveled up and down the same roads, wrestled in the same high school gyms and armories, competed internationally, and honed their craft to the point where they can both be called the best. But tonight, all roads have led them to this moment, where only one of these men can be called the winner.
Finds a way to get into a wrist lock of their own.
Square impact across the shoulder.
Both CM Punk and AJ Styles are known to attract followers. Whether it's a club or a society, each man frequently has backup at their beck and call.
Well, I will thank you for not bringing up the new Nexus, Michael Cole, but I will tell you this much. I firmly believe this match will be a one-on-one affair. When it's a match of this caliber on a stage as big as WrestleMania, you don't want to leave any doubt as to who the better man is, and that doubt sets in the moment that reinforcements come into play.
Check out the springboard.
Taking off from the ropes.
Massive miscalculation on that one. CM Punk and AJ Styles are both absolute geniuses when it comes to in-ring IQ. Both have great striking and submission skills as well. But the outlying categories will be what defines this match.
I'm with you 100% on that, Corey. AJ Styles has the edge when it comes to aerial attacks. CM Punk is the better brawler. I expect each man to make this his kind of match, and whoever is more successful in...
Blast off! Gets the knees up. Incredible wherewithal.
back into the ring.
Styles is all fired up.
Backbreaker, face first, lethal combination. CM Punk has long considered himself an outcast. Most folks would have pegged him as a long shot to succeed in WWE. And once he arrived, he was never expected to be the main event competitor he is today.
You could say much the same about AJ Styles, Corey. Remember, the first time the world got to see AJ Styles, he was busting his hump in WCW's Cruiserweight division during that company's dying days, while the main eventers collected the paychecks.
Both men spent much of their career on the fringes, fighting for every scrap of opportunity, and now they are both competing in one of the most anticipated matchups in WrestleMania history. What a journey for CM Punk and AJ Styles. Big night for AJ Styles making his WrestleMania debut. Punk has been here quite a few times. We've seen Punk fight fair at WrestleMania, but just as often we'll see him cut corners.
Indeed, in the past, we've seen Punk call in reinforcements against Rey Mysterio, using foreign weapons when attempting to end The Undertaker's streak. But tonight is a bit different. Punk has long wanted to prove that the best in the world is even better than phenomenal. And the only way to do that is by winning this match by the books.
AJ Styles, bodyweight kick by AJ Styles. Things now not going well for CM Punk.
Styles break. AJ's looking for it.
Styles clash.
Will that close Punk out?
And the cover.
I guess he doesn't think he's done enough damage to put this one away yet.
Beautiful. 450.
Styles with absolute precision and authority. CM Punk.
Powerbomb position.
But shots to the head quickly put a stop to that.
Breaker into the float over. That was pretty.
Staggering to his feet. He barely even knows where he is right now. AJ a step ahead.
This could be it. He can right here.
Kicks out.
Somehow he's managed to get that shoulder up in the nick of time.
Forearm smash. There. Here's the cover. Is it enough? Oh.
Wait, look at the feet. The feet are on the ropes. Listen to the impact. Phenomenal blitz.
Oh, great wherewithal there. Oh, and a neck breaker. And he's into the pin. And a shoulder is lifted before one.
How on earth did that happen?
Reversal. And that turns things around. Oh, leg lariat. Counter by CM Punk. Shoulder right to the knee. Taking things to the outside, but got to make sure to heed the official's count. Right to the throat. Great move.
Nails a 450 splash.
And right into the cover.
Might end this. AJ Styles just beat CM Punk at WrestleMania. Unbelievable.
Here is your winner, AJ Styles.
And tonight, like so many nights before he stepped foot in WWE against CM Punk, AJ Styles was simply the better man. Punk won't be having his arm raised here, but I really hope he can accept losing a hard-fought match like the one we just saw.
Yeah, as disappointing as this loss...
An honest dream match for any era, and you made it happen. That's the power of Showcase. I've said it repeatedly that it's impossible for me to predict a hypothetical scenario with precision, but I have to believe that if I was here in 2019, I would have done anything to get to the front of the line to be Kurt Angle's final opponent at WrestleMania 35.
He has held every title imaginable. European champion, Intercontinental champion, 6-time world champion.
Not many people know this, but when I first joined the ECW brand in 2006, Kurt Angle was my goal. He'd found new life with the brand, leaning into the extreme side of things, mauling his opponents with a reinvigorated approach to the ground and pound offense. But those dreams would go unrealized with Kurt leaving WWE only about a month after my arrival. I could see it all in my head, though. Kurt comes out on Raw to announce that he'll be retiring at WrestleMania. With the crowd already shocked, Kurt goes to announce his opponent, only I wouldn't give him that chance. See, I really don't care who Kurt's chosen, because as I'd say to Kurt's face, I've chosen Kurt to be my opponent at WrestleMania 35. If Kurt wins, he gets to go out on top. But when I get the win, Kurt at least had the chance to go out on a shield against an opponent willing to push him to his limits. Kurt's retirement will happen one way or another, but it's up to you to decide who will be standing at the top of the winner's podium and who will have to settle for a silver medal when I collide with Kurt Angle at WrestleMania 35.
The man looking to end the career of Kurt Angle with a loss tonight, CM Punk.
The following is Kurt Angle's farewell match and is a submission match. From Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 218 pounds, CM Punk.
Punk has gladly accepted the opportunity to ruin Kurt's last night on the grandest stage of them all.
What better test for the best in the world than a man he idolizes? One of very few men to achieve the amateur wrestling Grand Slam, Kurt Angle.
You can tell Punk has been looking forward to this match, this chance to face Kurt Angle at WrestleMania.
Yeah, for years, CM Punk has dreamed of this moment. What a notch in Punk's belt a win here would be.
The only gold medalist in WWE history, the wrestling machine, Kurt Angle.
Competing in his final match after a 20-year Hall of Fame career, the only gold medalist in WWE history, Kurt Angle.
For the final time as an in-ring competitor, Kurt Angle makes his way to the ring. The WWE Universe showing the respect to this incredible athlete.
Kurt Angle performs at his highest level when the pressure is highest. Tonight, it couldn't get any higher.
Punk fully expects Kurt Angle to be a step quicker than he's been recently, a little more intense than the Kurt Angle of old.
At long last, Kurt Angle and CM Punk face off inside a WWE ring. And on the biggest stage here at WrestleMania. Kurt Angle is set to retire tonight, and CM Punk jumped at the chance to be the one to send him off into the sunset.
I know Punk respects Angle, but this could also be a career-defining moment for Punk. Can the best in the world put the Olympic gold medalist on the shelf for good in a submission match?
We'll find out right here. CM Punk said he loves Kurt, but he'll not be sorry to put Kurt Angle down for good. And Wade, long ago, there was an opportunity for these two men to have locked up, but the stars just never aligned.
That's correct. ECW is what you're talking about, Cole. A mid-2000s rebranding. CM Punk and Kurt Angle were positioned as the premier attractions. Punk being the young upstart with a groundswell of support behind him, and Angle being the veteran, the true wrestling machine.
Now, those would have been battles that would have shortened each man's career, no doubt.
Oh, he flips that around.
Nice amateur takedown all the way over.
Any advice for CM Punk here? Taking out a gifted technician like Kurt Angle?
Look, Punk's no slouch when it comes to holds and technical abilities, but let's be clear. He's not on Angle's level. That means Punk really needs to avoid getting taken down to the mat. You don't want to be on your back trying to out-wrestle Kurt Angle.
Has him wrangled. Belly-to-belly suplex. CM Punk has been talking out of both sides of his mouth lately, praising Angle while also saying how much of a joy it would be to put him down. What kind of mind games are those?
It's a stroke of genius in my view, Cole. As much as you want to paint him as a hypocrite, Punk has been great at confusing Angle, disarming Kurt, allowing Kurt to bring his guard down, only for an opportunity to stab him in the heart.
Yeah, exactly, Wade. It's a hypocrite that he just described. No getting around that fact. I don't know if Punk can withstand much more of this.
Angle has the advantage over Punk, and he's putting it to good use.
Ooh.
That kick will stop you in your tracks.
Punk avoids the attack. And one more reversal. Talk about evenly matched here.
Remember, this match came to be in quite a rude fashion. Angle is ready to choose his final opponent, and CM Punk stole that choice away from a classless act from someone who claims to have so much respect for the man.
Well, that's your perspective, Michael Cole. Many others would say that Punk is doing Kurt a favor.
It's a favor deciding a Hall of Famer's retirement match? That's a favor?
Listen, Cole. It's an honor for Angle to wrestle CM Punk at WrestleMania. It's a fantastic ending for Kurt to be able to say, my last match was with CM Punk.
I don't know what's wrong with you, Corey. You got worms in your ears or something. Kurt Angle attack you like a madman.
Punk on the wrong side. Of Angle's technical expertise here.
Ooh, caught him with that kick.
Whoa, what an axe handle. And again, stipulation for this match is a submission match. You can only win by tapping your opponent out.
You know, it was a very nice gesture from CM Punk to request this for the last match in the career of a submission specialist like Kurt Angle.
Come on, Corey. Nothing virtuous about that decision. All just part of Punk's mind games. Punk wants to play Angle's game and be able to say that he beat him at it.
No, it's a sign of sportsmanship. It's like an olive branch being extended. Punk's allowing this match to be like a home game of sorts for Kurt.
Uh-oh. Way too low. Diving moonsault.
And quick as a flash, picks the leg, immediately trans.
Able to reach the rope and put it in to the submission.
Ooh. And no matter how we got here? This is a match that people have been wanting to see. The Olympic gold medalist taking on... Oh, here comes a brutal bit of back and forth.
Looks like a hockey fight's just broken out.
Big shots being fired right now. Neither competitor letting up.
Just teeing off with that fight forever vibe. Bam! This is a war of attrition with neither superstar wanting to be the one who surrenders. Oh, hard stomp to the leg.
Now really focusing in on attacking that leg.
Ooh, well-placed knees to the hamstring. Hit the mark with that one. Brutality. Oh. Well-placed kick.
Able to steer clear of danger there. Putting him in the corner for something here.
Momentum is running away from Punk.
Kurt's doing a great job remaining engaged with the opposition. Kurt setting it up. From behind, angle slam.
And no fight left whatsoever. Ankle lock applied.
The pain's too great. That's it.
Here is your winner, and forever, your gold medalist, Kurt
Angle winning his retirement match by making CM Punk tap out, ending an incredible career on a win.
And at WrestleMania, no less, CM Punk tried his best. He took every shot Angle gave him, but the Olympian is just still too sharp between the ropes. Angle's masterful submission.
Maybe it's only in an alternative timeline, but I'll take the advantage of any opportunity to share the ring with Kurt Angle, win or lose. And as far as what happens if I stay in WWE, there's one more match I'll always wish for. Working with him, even if it was only briefly when he joined the new Nexus, made it abundantly clear to me that he would accomplish anything if he ever committed himself to it. A return to NXT gave him that chance, and soon Bray Wyatt and the Wyatt family were the talk of the wrestling world. They arrived on the main roster, terrorizing any superstar that got in their way.
And Bray Wyatt calmly watches as his family members dismantle Punk.
That included me. And while I have a match at the 2013 Survivor Series that on paper says was against the Wyatt family, it didn't have Bray Wyatt in it. I never got to compete against him once he realized his potential. I would have loved to have The Fiend set his sights on me. The Fiend took wrestling places it had never been before by taking his opponents places they had never been before. If I had my way, I'd take on The Fiend at WrestleMania 37. And I'd look for solace in the one place that I know to be the great equalizer. Hell in a Cell. He was once in a lifetime. I'm thankful for the time we did have together. But until we meet again, we'll make it happen here in my showcase. CM Punk against The Fiend at WrestleMania. You can choose who you'll control. But once that door closes, there's no telling what will happen.
It all comes down to this: Hell in a Cell at WrestleMania. A demonic structure built with thousands of square feet of cold steel chain link. And tonight, it will be the battleground for CM Punk and The Fiend.
Being a WWE superstar, you find yourself in a lot of dangerous situations. But right now, I don't think anyone is in a more dangerous situation than CM Punk.
From Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 218 pounds, CM
For the first time ever, guys, CM Punk will enter Hell in a Cell at WrestleMania.
We've seen Punk inside the cell before, but this is something else. Facing the Fiend on the grandest stage of them all. I can't imagine what's going through Punk's mind right now. He has got to be a bundle of nerves.
Yeah, Corey, separately, Hell in a Cell, WrestleMania, and The Fiend are all daunting presences to prepare for. But together, this has to be nearly impossible.
Legends, champions, Hall of Famers, all of them have left their matches against him different. Some scarred, some broken, but none of them have ever been the same again. And here he comes, the Fiend, begging for you to let him in. Tonight he looks to drag CM Punk deep into the darkness inside Hell in a Cell.
I've said it before and I'll say it again. You don't fight the Fiend. You survive him. Every opponent that has ever crossed paths with the Fiend has been changed forever.
Just look at those eyes, or whatever is hiding behind that mask. There's just pure evil.
This has never been about winning or losing for the Fiend. This has always been about destruction. And tonight, his evil gaze is locked on CM Punk.
Or you could prepare for a wrestler. You could prepare for a fight. You cannot prepare for the Fiend. This being doesn't wrestle with logic. He doesn't wrestle with reason. He wrestles out of pure malice.
Not flinching at the steel structure, not blinking at the tens of thousands here in attendance. To the Fiend, this isn't a punishment. This is his paradise. CM Punk is about to be locked inside the Devil's playground with the Devil incarnate.
You can hit the Fiend with everything you got, and he'll just keep getting back up. He feeds off the pain, and for as good as Punk is, he may find himself a broken man before he even realizes what's hit him. You can just feel how much tension is in the air here at WrestleMania. CM Punk facing possibly his biggest challenge to date.
There's really no telling what we're about to witness here with The Fiend. We've already seen a lot of diabolical mind games, and I'm sure those are far from over.
This match is going to change Punk forever. Whether he wins or loses, he'll never be the man he was before he entered the cell tonight. Just over a year ago, at WrestleMania 36, The Fiend competed in one of the most unorthodox matches in WrestleMania history. The Firefly Funhouse match. He took John Cena on a journey of mental anguish and brutal self-reflection before beating down the franchise and pinning him in the center of the ring. I don't think Cena will ever be the same if we ever see him again.
Should the Fiend look to repeat his masterclass of mind games, it'll be interesting to see how it works on Punk. On one hand, Punk can handle the most extreme mental warfare, but the Firefly Funhouse is is where skeletons of a superstar's past are exhumed. Wyatt has plenty of history to pull from when it comes to CM Punk. If he can find the right parts of Punk's psyche to target, he may be able to once again decimate a surefire Hall of Famer on the grandest stage of them all.
This might be one of the most psychological matches we'll ever witness in the history of WWE.
The Fiend started laying his groundwork earlier. I know Punk seems like he's unfazed, but deep down I think the seed of fear has started to sprout inside.
Bray Wyatt locks in the claw. This is agonizing. The Fiend stops his opponents dead in their tracks.
CM Punk doesn't know where he is.
Sister Abigail.
I don't know how Punk can recover from that. The Fiend may have victory in his twisted sights.
Both of these men have had cult-like followings in the WWE locker room, but tonight is purely a one-on-one battle.
For a multitude of reasons, not the least of which is the gargantuan cell surrounding the ring. It's nearly impenetrable.
And neither man seems to welcome any allies at this point. The Fiend's transformation seems to have shed any vestiges of being a family leader. And with a match of this magnitude, I don't think Punk wants anyone at his side. Punk wants to prove he can overcome the Fiend without any help. Oh!
Oh!
Uppercut right on target.
Both of these men have made careers by changing with the times. Punk has gone from indie darling to extremist to straight-edge cult leader.
Oh, my God, no. He just snapped the beam that holds the cell wall. That's solid steel.
Oh!
And he's climbing up the godforsaken cell.
And listen to this capacity crowd. The anticipation is electric in this building. I can't imagine actively wanting to climb up the cell, but that's why I'm sitting here and thankfully not partaking in this sanction boot on top of the cell. And it's not going to be pretty. Body slam. Just a staggering impact, landing with a grotesque thud. He cannot be all right after that.
This is his worst nightmare coming true. He finally wants to get the hell down from this gruesome construction. Starting his climb up the cell. I wonder what he has in store.
Does he even know what he's doing? Does he know how close he is to flirting with disaster?
Will he get on with it already? This is a fight. Here we go again. He made his point. Concentrate on the match instead of everything outside of it. Looking for something, anything under the ring.
He's adding even more tension to this match by adding the table into the mix.
Oh, what a response.
Being set up in the corner for something. And his stamina's going to drain fast taking shots to the torso like this.
The Fiend gets forced out of the ring. Now to the ring, to the confines of the chain link enclosure. With an uppercut. He quickly slides into the ring.
On a well-placed calf kick there. CM Punk bringing attacks to the Fiend, but will the Fiend shrug this off, as we've seen so frequently before? He has hold of Punk. Slammed down with the Uranagi.
He's hurled out and crashes down to the floor. And the action is shifted now into that dangerous area between the ring and the walls of the cell. And here he is, heading back into the ring.
You know he's looking to dish out some serious pain with that kendo stick. Setting up the table. Hopefully he's thought this through.
Getting carried to a vulnerable position here.
Through the table. Using that table to demolish his opponent.
Bray Wyatt locks in the claw. This is agonizing.
The Fiend can seal it here.
2 count. What? Only 2?
You cannot kill CM Punk. Somehow, some way, Punk will always find a way to survive and continue fighting.
I think there's still some shock in the air over the fact that didn't produce a pinfall. No doubt about it. This is just adding extreme insult to injury.
This has been an absolutely brutal match inside Hell in a Cell. I knew The Fiend and CM Punk were going to go to war here, but even for WrestleMania, this match has gone above and beyond.
And a well-executed move we just saw there. I don't know what to say, guys. The Fiend...
Bray Wyatt locks in the claw. This is agonizing.
And if that doesn't finally get the job done, then I don't know what will.
The Fiend wins it.
Here is your winner, The Fiend, Bray Wyatt.
We may be witnessing the end of days here. The Fiend's power is only growing now that he's added CM Punk to his list of victims.
Remember this moment, gentlemen. I think we just witnessed a landmark moment for the entire WWE.
I feel bad for Punk coming up short, but what on earth does this mean for the rest of us?
An honor to know him, to have worked with him, and to get one more chance to share the ring with him. Rest in power forever, Bray Wyatt. It's been quite the experience as the focal point of WWE 2K26 Showcase. We've revisited great wins, received a second chance at painful losses, created dream matches that I thought would forever elude me, and even attempted to provide a glimpse at what WWE would have looked like had I stayed. It's been a true privilege. Before we put a bow on it all, I'd like to ask Slingshot Technology for one final match. A match that lives as large as my biggest dreams. The opportunity to team with the best tag team partner in the world, my wife, AJ Lee. Three-time Divas champion, had WWE wrapped around her finger from the moment she arrived. Skilled in the ring and potent on the microphone.
The greatest Divas champion of all time. Me!
Remind you of anybody? She even dropped a pipe on of her own.
I have done more in 1 year than all of you have done in your entire collective careers.
A true revolutionary, AJ Lee deserves as much credit for the women's revolution and evolution as anyone, as she fought for every second of television time to lay the groundwork needed to push women's wrestling further than it had ever been before. And since she returned to WWE this past September,
AJ Lee, CM Punk's wife, is here after a decade.
she's been helping remind everybody just how damn great she really is. Now, I'm sure there are people out there saying, but you've teamed with her before. And this is true. But that doesn't change the facts. And the facts are that anytime I get to team up with my wife, it's always a dream come true. Across the ring from us, I can only see WWE's resident it couple, The Miz and Maurice. Miz and I have had our issues through the years. That's hardly a secret. But while we don't see eye to eye on many things, I still appreciate what him and his wife have accomplished in their careers. And it would be an honor to attempt to take the It Couple label off them and put it on two people who have proven to move the needle, CM Punk and AJ Lee. So let's close this showcase out in style. You've done incredible work to get this far, and now we'll let you choose how it all comes to an end. Miz and Maurice will want to turn in a performance so awesome that it stops us in our tracks. But let's be real here. This world belongs to punks like me and the missus.
Here comes the best couple in the world.
From Chicago, Illinois, AJ Lee and CM Punk.
CM Punk and AJ Lee have both accomplished so much as individuals. Both have Hall of Fame credentials in WWE. Both have made their mark outside the business too, but the thing that means most to each of these competitors is standing right next to them. Punk and AJ are at their best together, and they're about to show the world exactly why.
He is the voice of the voiceless, and crazy is her superpower. Both of them are about to make a lot of noise tonight.
Punk and AJ have always felt like they were better than the likes of Miz and Maurice, especially when it comes to competing in WWE. Well, tonight's their chance to prove it.
Now for a real power couple in the form of the It Couple.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, the team of Maurice and The Miz.
And this is what it looks like to be truly in sync, to truly be as one, as a partnership, as a team, as a unit. The Miz and Maurice, 100% on the same page, which is more than we can say for CM Punk and AJ Lee.
Look, Punk and AJ may have less experience as a team, but you can't really buy that they're anything less than a cohesive unit. These two really can't get enough of each other, can they?
It's called being happily married. Miz and Maurice are clearly the gold standard when it comes to marital and in-ring bliss. A power couple and tag team truly deserving of the spotlight.
Big-time tag team action underway here as CM Punk and AJ Lee take on The Miz and Maurice.
Yes, and we're about to find out just who is the true...
Down for the pin. And it's The Miz able to stop the count.
He powers out and is more than ready to keep going.
CM Punk and AJ Lee, The Miz and Maurice, 4 Hall of Fame caliber superstars in WWE. 2 power couples here as well. Tag team action officially underway. AJ Lee recently making her WWE return after a decade away. She spent that time becoming a best-selling author, a TV and movie producer, and getting herself back in the proper mental state to compete again. Seems to have worked as she instantly reinserted herself into the main event scene.
That has to eat at Maurice a bit. Don't get me wrong, Maurice has had some major matches since her retirement, but the vast majority of them have been at the side of her husband. I wonder if we see Maurice put a bit more effort to take command of this match tonight to prove that she can get back to the top of the women's division all by herself.
And since this is standard tag team rules, the men can fight the women and vice versa. How does that change up the strategy in this one? How does AJ's strategy when facing The Miz differ from her strategy facing Maurice? Or all the other combinations we could see in this tag match?
Honestly, these are all 4 high-level championship caliber superstars. They've all done their homework, and none of them are going to hold back, no matter who's standing across the ring from them.
Here we go again. He made his point. Concentrate on the match instead of everything outside of it. Don't get me wrong, AJ Lee is her own woman and can fight her own battles, but we've seen in the past that CM Punk will defend his family with every fiber of his being. The Miz, on the other hand, sometimes he makes his wife fight his battles. His mind is right when the fight intensifies.
That's because Miz and Maurice are an equal unit. Why should the man always hold the door open? Or the ring ropes, for that matter?
You call it being equal? I just think Miz can be a chicken sometimes.
Leaning against the turnbuckle now. With a stereo back body drop.
Talk about being on the same page. They were on the same sentence with that fuck.
From the top.
Elbow drop. Good Lord.
Oh.
Maurice is mostly known today for her reality TV work, but it's easy to forget that she was one of the most dominant competitors of the Divas era.
That she was, Michael Cole. Maurice was the first woman to ever hold the Divas title on more than one occasion, and for the majority of the title's history, she was the longest reigning title holder at 211 days.
But that record was surpassed by the other woman in this match, AJ Lee. So not only is AJ Lee a better competitor in the women's division, she's a better diva too.
Rocked with the point of the elbow. Maurice with a great shot.
Sent hard into the corner.
Maurice fires back.
Punk has said on multiple occasions that he doesn't respect The Miz or how he got his start in WWE. I'm sure AJ Lee feels the same about Maurice.
Punk and Lee got into WWE the traditional way, by competing on the independent circuit for years and paying their dues. While Miz and Maurice took the reality route via Tough Enough and Diva Search, respectively.
Well, as a man who put in years of training, but also won the first season of NXT, the truth of the matter is that a real WWE superstar will take any opportunity given to them to get their foot in the door. There's no shame whatsoever in how Miz and Maurice got here, and their success since is proof that it's not how you start, it's how you finish. And the It couple is going to finish strong tonight. Of that, I am sure. The list of accolades for Punk and AJ may be a smidge longer. There.
It looks like he could get it done here.
He smartly uses the ropes to force a break. Carried in a jeopardizing position here. is shaky. The end of the track for him could be near. Uh-oh. Has to find a way out of this.
You know what? I'm just going to say it. I believe CM Punk is jealous of The Miz.
Come on, Wade. Jealous? Miz is a Grand Slam champion, sure, but Punk has accomplished even more in WWE.
We can compare.
And the submission is broken up.
Has him in the corner, thinking of the next move.
Punk connects with a knee to the jaw. Going to turn this around. And the Bulldog. Oh, he timed that counter well. Side headlock applied. Oh, and a right hand for good measure. Hit on CM Punk.
Outstanding. The It Couple reign supreme.
Here are your winners,
And this should be one hell of a tag team match. The brash CM Punk and AJ Lee taking on the cocky Miz and Maurice. Two teams, not just in this matchup, but in life as well. Couldn't be more different from one another.
It's that blue-collar, scratch-and-claw mentality versus the mentality of having the spotlight and only the finest things in life. Really, it's a tale as old as time.
CM Punk and AJ Lee truly don't like the Miz and Maurice, and believe me, the feeling is mutual. Now all four of these superstars have the chance to let those feelings out in a good old-fashioned tag team match player.
AJ Lee recently making her WWE return after a decade away. She spent that time becoming a best-selling author, a TV and movie producer, and getting herself back in the proper mental state to compete again. Seems to have worked as she instantly reinserted herself into the main event scene.
That has to eat at Maurice a bit. Don't get me wrong, Maurice has had some major matches since her retirement, but the vast majority of them have been at the side of her husband. I wonder if we see Maurice put a bit more effort to take command of this match tonight to prove that she can get back to the top of the women's division all by herself. Dangerous position for the referee there. Punk has said on multiple occasions that he doesn't respect The Miz or how he got his start in WWE. I'm sure AJ Lee feels the same about Maurice.
Punk and Lee got into WWE the traditional way, by competing on the independent circuit for years and paying their dues. While Miz and Maurice took the reality route via Tough Enough and Diva Search, respectively.
Well, as a man who put in years of training, but also won the first season of NXT, the truth of the matter is that a real WWE superstar will take any opportunity given to them from the heavens.
Bang, what a splash! Don't get me wrong, AJ Lee is her own woman and can fight her own battles, but we've seen in the past that CM Punk will defend his family with every fiber of his being. The Miz, on the other hand, sometimes he makes his wife fight his battles. Hides behind his wife when the fight intensifies.
That's because Miz and Maurice are an equal unit. Why should the man always hold the door open? Or the ring ropes, for that matter?
You call it being equal? I just think Miz can be a chicken sometimes.
Driving the point of the elbow in deep. Quick escape from danger there. Ooh. And now is when you want to take advantage of having a tag partner in your corner. Ooh. Stinging kick.
Forearm to the face.
Oh, nothing fancy about that.
just going to say it. I believe CM Punk is jealous of The Miz.
Come on, Wade, jealous? Miz is the Grand Slam champion, sure, but Punk has accomplished even more in WWE.
We can compare resumes all day, Cole, but consider this. Everything Punk wanted to do, Miz did first. Miz joined the main roster first. Miz was the face of WWE first. Miz was doing the late-night talk show circuit first. Miz main evented WrestleMania first, and after tonight, Miz will have won their first intergender tag encounter.
And Maurice is leaving no breathing room here.
This is just how the It couple operates. And Punk and AJ are getting a first-hand, brutal lesson in that fact.
In the corner now. She doesn't want to stay there. Ooh, a tremendous combination put together there.
The list of accolades for Punk and AJ may be a smidge longer. Their in-ring skills may be a smidge higher, but there's one aspect of this that the It couple has over their opponents tonight, and it's the most vital one: experience.
As much as it pains me to agree there, Wade, you're right. Miz and Maurice have stood in the ring against some of the top power couples in wrestling at some of the biggest PLEs in WWE history, including Royal Rumble and WrestleMania.
And for as long as Punk and AJ have known each other off screen, they've only tagged together for a few brief...
Maurice with a French kiss.
And that is why you don't cross the It couple. CM Punk and AJ Lee clearly learning the hard way here.
Maurice is mostly known today for her reality TV work, but it's easy to forget that she was one of the most dominant competitors of the Divas era.
That she was, Michael Cole. Maurice was the first woman to ever hold the Divas title on more than one occasion, and for the majority of the title's history, she was the longest reigning title holder at 211 days.
But that record was surpassed by the
Maurice with a French kiss.
And that could very well mark the end of the road for CM Punk and AJ Lee as a tag team, courtesy of a true must-see couple.
Running clothesline.
And it should come as no surprise that these four superstars are putting on an absolute tag team clinic.
Tag. Double team coming.
Stereo face plant. And it could be all over for AJ.
Transitions into the pen. Is this it? Save made by the teammate.
Not a moment too soon.
We had to know.
It could be all over here.
Outstanding. The It couple reigns supreme.
Here are your winners, Maurice and The Miz.
In life, there are winners and there are losers. And this result is just a reminder that no one is more accustomed to being winners than The Miz and Maurice.